Hey everybody, welcome back to the Cevo Open. We've got High Self-Esteem going up against SMK in game number 2. This is not a best of 3 though, this is just a best of 2 group stage match. So, High Self-Esteem, they took the first one, very close game. They seemed evenly matched and it was well played by both. But we're going to have to get into this draft as it went through a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. Faceless Void, Tide, and Brew banned out by High Self-Esteem. All three of those were in the previous game. Juggernaut, Troll and Dazzle banned out by SMK. Axe picked up by High Self-Esteem themselves. And Vengeful Spirit. Doom and Lion picked up for SMK. Lion was in the previous game as well, but on the other team. And it's interesting that High Self-Esteem banned out the Void and Tide as they used them last time and used them pretty effectively. Interesting choices nonetheless. That said, Venge was also in the game, so quite a bit of overlap in this game. I understand the Brew ban completely. Played very well in the previous game by Shupina. He played it quite impressively. It was fun to watch. Puck banned out by HSE as well. Just gotta wait and see. I'm interested in this very early Axe pick. Doom, which, oh man, this is what happens when I don't. Okay, so it was Axe was picked first. Okay, then follow up with the Doom. So I'm not too sure about that. Axe, as a core, not somebody you want to Doom. He's easy. It's very easy for Axe to survive through that. He's still gonna Helix if you attack him. He's probably still gonna run at you. This hero is not afraid. He does not fear. So, interesting nonetheless. Broodmother banned out by SMK. I think that's probably a good call. High Self-Esteem, they could run that, especially since they have probably the best counter to the Brood in that they have the Axe. Another thing too is when Axe goes in and calls Doom, and Helixes once or twice, Doom has almost no armor. That call is going to be doing an immense amount of damage if he gets a couple Helixes off. Not to mention the Vengeful Spirit up against Doom is going to be very tough for him to deal with. He does not. He's going to have to maybe go Vlad's EC kind of stuff. Not too sure what he's going to want to go. The Lion and Witch Doctor, I think those sports are fine. It's maybe a little early to show both your sports, but yeah, it'll be all right. The Witch Doctor is always a strong support. The extra health is to keep the Doom alive. Through all this damage, I think will be good. And I'm curious what they're going to do with the Doom. Is this going to be a safe lane Doom? Is this going to be off lane, mid lane, or jungle? I mean, I've seen him run in all the positions. I haven't seen him at all lately, though. He's kind of fallen off a fair bit. But we'll have to wait and see. High Self-Esteem up next. They've kind of got their options open here. They could go for maybe a Drow Visage kind of combination. Would be really strong up against these supports. They're all very squishy. The silence would affect them greatly. Doom have very little armor, so Drow very strong against that. So is the Visage, if they want to go that route. I think High Self-Esteem, they sometimes fifth pick Meepo. Might be something to watch out for. Either way, we'll have to wait and see. But these guys they just need a safe laner mid and a second support. We'll see what they want to go for next. They're thinking about it quite a bit. What do you want to run with this? I mean, any core is great with Venge. She's just such a strong support. I think even though they nerfed Wave of Terror a little bit, I think it was fine. But it's just she's such a strong hero. She does everything. There's nothing like she's got excellent control. The ability she's like a free Bat Rider as well. The damage boost, the armor reduction, her excellent at Roshan. She's tanky. I suppose team's going to go for the Deusa pick. So they're looking to take it late, and I like that they picked it up early this time. Rather than maybe trying to snag it last pick, try and hold it off a little bit more. We'll see. It gives them a chance to pick it up. And now SMK, they do go with the AM. So not surprised, pretty standard pickup against the Medusa, but High Self-Esteem have another pick and then a ban as well. They have two picks to try and deal with this anti-mage. Standard meta killers, they've got probably their mid lane, maybe their off lane left, depending on where the Doom wants to go. But right now, I think it definitely puts this as an off lane Doom, safe lane anti-mage. Like, SMK, I'm not sure if that's something you want in your draft. Doom also not that good against Medusa. It will not stop her mana shield as long as she's got it turned on and split shot. They will not go away, and it's not like she's too reliant on spells. All she has to do is hit R maybe once during the fight. High self-esteem, they're going to need some control to go through BKB. Maybe a Bane would be a decent pickup here, as I think, but we'll see what they want to go. They're going to go for the Ember Spirit of all things. Probably I guess their mid lane hero. So I'm not sure what to pick up, and somebody who can force out the anti-mage as well. Maybe close in on him. Prevents his blink with the Searing Chains. I believe it prevents blinks. Just have to. I don't know a whole lot about Ember Spirit. He's not a hero I play much, so after this game, I'm gonna do some research on him. Make sure I can know a little more. If anyone Twitch chat wants to let me know, feel free. I am not opposed to that. If you have any comments or criticisms, type them out. Send me a message. Leave me a message in my Twitch box. I'll reply to you, I promise. Go for what you feel. I'm easy to get in touch with. Add me on Steam if you want to flame me or something. I don't know. But we'll see how it goes. And as far as bans here, I think banning out Bane would probably be the best thing. He's very strong against the anti-mage. That grip, if he gets it off, it's going to go through his BKB. It does a lot of damage. The pure damage is also quite good. Maybe a silencer ban wouldn't be awful either. I think a lot of these... I think silencer would actually be a really strong hero for high self-esteem. They've already got a lot of control in the Venge and the Axe and the Searing Chains. They don't need a whole lot of lockdown, per se. They've got their chase. I think silencer would be very strong for high self-esteem. I'd like to see it banned out if SMK. By SMK, but if not, high self-esteem, they should probably pick it up. But we kind of have to see here. Now, what did SMK pick up? They need a mid. They could go Nyx Assassin mid if they want to do him off lane. They're going to ban out the Darkseer. Interesting choice, as high self-esteem does need a secondary support. They ban out an offlaner. Storm Spirit banned out by high self-esteem. I think that's probably a decent choice. They don't have a whole lot to deal with it. The high mobility mids. I mean, I don't know. A good storm can just be so tough to deal with. Make everybody in your team very squishy and easily picked off. But SMK, this is the final countdown. What are they going to go for? Nyx mid is still an option, or off lane and Doom mid. But it depends how hard they want to try and counterpick this Medusa. As far as regular off lanes, they've still got the Centaur. Mids, they could... They've got some options here. Viper is still a decent option. Anytime you can slow down that Medusa attack speed is not bad. They're going to go with the Voker. So, and they go with the Shadow Demon. Okay, so purge the Anti-Mage, and now he's going to have a very tough time. They might go aggressive here with put the Medusa solo, Ember Spirit in the mid lane, and then go aggressive with the Axe, Venge, Shadow Demon. If they do that, Anti-Mage will not be able to get his Diffusal Blade. No, what are they? His Mana Burn. What? I gotta remember what that spell's called. Jeez, where's Caster EU? Oh well, good thing I meant A. But you won't be able to get his passive Mana Burn. But in the Invoker pickup, very interesting. And that Shadow Demon was snapped up very quick, so it's like they knew what they wanted. The Invoker pick didn't seem to worry them a whole lot. But as far as who wins in the mid lane, I think Ember Spirit can beat the Invoker if he plays it right, and if Invoker is slightly out of position. Maybe comes a little bit too far forward. Ember Spirit's able to run forward, get a chains off on him, and go for the bind and burn him down. But we'll have to wait and see. Quick pause. So it looks like somebody's coming out. Maybe somebody's AFK again. Jeez. Oh, looks like they're going to be good to go. And introducing the teams, if you guys are just showing up, we've got SMK, Standard Meta Killers. They've got 14 on the Lion. The Doom is going to be played by Mayapin. Invoker is going to be played by Chupina. And in the aggressive tri-lane, it's going to be Bert on the AM and Move on the Witch Doctor. Interesting choices. They might be playing right into their choice here. Hot, he's going to be on the Vengeful Spirit. On the Shadow Demon, it's going to be Pandemix. Medusa is going to be played by Streetlight. The Ember Spirit is going to be held by Got a Long List of Ex-Lovers. And last but certainly not least, Hoff is going to be on the Axe. I think Hoff's going to have a pretty good day. Oh, they might find the Deusa. This is not the easiest level 1 kill, especially when he dives behind it. We have to dive a tower. And this has now been spotted out. Are they going to ward it? They've got sentries and obs, whatever they want to press. But that's very interesting that I'm not sure if you want to run an aggressive tri-lane against this. I'm not sure if it would work out in your favor. That said, Vengeful Spirit is rotating bottom. Everyone's he's just hanging out. He's got good vision of them. He knows where they are. They're not going to be able to contest the runes. Maybe that's all Venge is doing, is just trying to help out. But they're going to have to back off. They get the bottom rune. Venge is going to run forward very aggressive-like. Anti-Mage is rotating back down bottom. Does not want to be up against that tri-lane. Venge in a bit of a sticky situation. Going to get spotted out, but Bert's got a blink only. Ping him out, but that's about it. They might assume there's a ward up here or something now. See if maybe they can burn some sentries with that. Nope, they're not going to bother dropping one. Probably a good call. Axe is going to be solo up against the tri-lane now. And it is going to be the Deuce, a defensive tri-lane up against the Doom. Which I think Doom's going to have a pretty rough time up here. And Medusa very good at harassing back with both the Snake as well as just right clicks. And Shadow Fiend's going to forward and get one orb, one Kamehameha going onto that Doombringer. But we'll see how this goes. Mid lane, I favor the Ember Spirit. She's got a much higher attack damage. And he did start with a Pro-Man shield as well. So we're not going to have to worry about taking too much harass on the Invoker. Invoker's going to be hitting very softly. And yeah, this lane is going to quickly turn to favor. He did go for that early point Sleight of Fist though. Not sure if that's just a harass or maybe to oh, he's going for a little bit of harass damage there as well. Invoker drops it very low very quickly, and this is the problem with Invoker. Started with 2 points in Wex, also no points in, didn't start with Quas, so kind of strange. I don't know. I don't play Invoker a whole lot, but maybe those of you that do could explain to me why. Doom's already been zoned out of top lane as well. He decides he's not going to be able to get anything here. He's rotating into the jungle. Oh man, if they do that and just let Medusa hang out top, they're going to be very happy. Mid lane's already not going their way. If they have to sack their off lane, it's going to be very rough. They're just going to eat a big creep, and yeah, it looks like he's going to be in the jungle. Axe, he's hanging out bottom. He's doing alright. He's very tanky, starting with that Ring of Health and the Stout Shield. Going to be able to pick up his boots as well. And they're just not able to zone him out effectively. Lion doesn't hit very hard and is very squishy. Bert is very squishy up against that Axe. And it's very tough for them to deal with. Axe, going to keep everybody zoned away. And now it's just Medusa sitting up here farming away. 15-6 now at 2 minutes in. So, doing it very good. Oh, Vengeful Spirit with a haste rune. Manages to pick off the crow. No bottle was on it, but it was on the way back. And now that's just going to hurt the mid lane even more. She might like to run in aggressive as well. Ember Spirit going for the old school build. The chains and Sleight of Fist. No point in Flame Guard. Just going for that harass. I don't know. You could almost. I don't know if you'd call it burst damage, but certainly some harass damage. So we'll see how it works out for him. At this point, I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue as he's going to be able to CS no matter what. He will be very squishy, though, with no Flame Guard. We'll see if maybe now he starts to go for points in it or not. But either way, Deusa going for the stats and Snake build. Both teams kind of playing fairly passive right now. But Bert, the only one on the Radiant who's getting a really any CS. Dooms is all jungle CS. It's kind of iffy if that's really worth a whole lot. And they've completely sacked that off lane. Whereas Hoff, now level 4, he's 1-1-2. Has his Tranquils up, still has Tangos, so he's not going to be taking any sort of damage from these creeps. And top lane, I think, is just going to get pushed down slowly. They're just going to pressure it down. Not a lot that they can do about it. And so, looks like they're going to rotate the Lion up here, but I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do. It's going to be pretty tough for him. Ember Spirit does have that third point in Searing Chains. Oh, Tornado EMP comes out. Sleight of Fist. He goes for it. Unfortunately, gets all his mana burnt. And that's a top tower already down. Earthspike comes out, stun, and the slow, but this is going to be your first blood coming out in favor of Streetlight, who picks it up. Didn't get the last hit on the tower, but they did pick it up just shortly. Okay. I mean, that's a very impressive lead coming up for them. Nicely done as well. High self-esteem off to a very good start. I think Ember Spirit might start having some problems now that Invoker's starting to get some of his spells up, but He's still going to have that current farm advantage, and he's almost got his phase boots completed, as well as his bottle, whereas Invoker just only has his phase. Light of Fist, Searing Change connect. The stun's going to be there. Magic Missile as well, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to burn any of their mana. They need one more right click from the Ember, and they get it. Nicely played by them, and Ember's got a regen rune as well, so he's just going to CS these creeps and continue on his day. He can pop that whenever he wishes, and we'll be good to go. Whenever he wishes. I don't know. Axe bottom lane still hanging out. Once the once the supports rotated away to try and do something, he's able to just bully this AM so easily. Even with only that 1 point in battle hunger, he runs forward. If he gets a call on a couple creeps, like it just does so much damage. Nope, not gonna go for it. Nonetheless, I guess it's only a level 1 call, so it's level 1's pretty good, but it's not amazing. And Hoff, he's just going to harass him back. Anti-Mage, not a lot he can do to contest this. And Hoff's just going to cut the wave. Bert can't really tank these creeps. Meanwhile, Doom's having a tough time in the jungle. Is saving up quite a bit of gold. Has 1,400 in the bank. Maybe going for that Midas. Nope, going to buy phase boots. Not going for the catch-up Midas. Instead, just going to go for the phase. Hopefully try and rotate and find something early. Meanwhile, Medusa sitting at 35 CS at oh man, it's just shy of 6 minutes. Unfortunately, lane has been pulled back, so she's not going to be able to farm that. But you're going to rotate into the jungle a little bit, and she's got her Aquila phase, so doing very well for herself. And now Hoff is just sitting here bottom, cutting the creep wave at his leisure. Not too worried about it. AM trying to CS under the tower, but that's a little bit harder. Also, he's going to take a lot more damage. That said, he does have the Stout Shield and the Ring of Health. Shadow Demon's in the area. They're going to go for the Disruption. That's going to burn all his mana pretty quick. Stun, not going to connect. Axe is there, though. His Blink's on cooldown. Doom rotates through. Lion's there as well. Going to get forced back. Doesn't look like either team is really going to make a go of it. Other than maybe in the top lane, looks like Witch Doctor has found himself in the wrong corner of the city. And he does go down. And now AM farming under duress, but still getting some CS slowly. He just got his boots in the Ring of Health, at least. I mean, it could be a lot worse. Dynamic's gonna go, maybe not. Either way, Hoff just gonna continue to clear these creeps out. Going for the catapult. And we'll have it shortly. Oh, another disruption comes out. Magic Missile, stun, not there. Unfortunately, but Bird takes a couple of clicks. Now they're going to look to go for this Anti-Mage. Stun does connect. Unfortunately, the illusions do wear off. 14 taking a lot of damage. Coconut's going to fly through. That's going to hold them both underneath the tower. And they're going to go down. Axe gets a call off. Dives underneath the tower. Looking for 14. Not able to find him yet. He does have his wand charges if he needs to. But not going to be able to make it out of here. Or is he? He gets the slow off on the Doom. And he might be fast enough to just run out of here. They're not able to get him. And he's going to walk out from underneath the tower up against 4. All the motor mana and all their stuns on cooldown. Honestly, Lion's a little lucky he survived. If Axe had found him and gotten a spin, he would have been able to dunk him and run. Oh, Lion, speaking of him, he's going to be in a bit of trouble. They go for the slow. They don't need it yet. Instead, maybe now they can go for the dunk. There he goes. Hoff jams one in. And they go for Bert. He gets the call off as well. Anti-Mage, unfortunately, got all his mana burned by his own illusions. And I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get away here. No mana for the Axe for a dunk. And he's going to dive underneath the tower, but Bert pops a salve. Hoff goes for it. Unfortunately, not able to get it. Now he's got it back. And he might be in a little bit of trouble here. Going to take a tower shot only, but move. Not able to get in range. Nope. Coconut unable to fly. They run out of there. Meanwhile, Streetlight still hanging out top. What's he got? He's got most of his Yasha as well. He's got 54 CS, and he's starting to pressure the tier 3. Maybe look to turn on his, not going to turn on his equivalent pressure, or sorry, tier 3, tier 2. But either way, I'm just going to continue hanging out. And just going to keep doing what they're doing. Meanwhile, mid lane, Ember Spirit still hanging out, handily trouncing the Invoker as far as CS goes. Neither one of them's given up a kill other than the Invoker to the Ven, like a solo kill is what I'm saying. But oh man, this Ember Spirit just has way more farm. He's got 51 CS to Invoker's 18. Oh, Invoker having a pretty tough time. Also, I imagine the Sleight of Fist Rast is probably starting to get a little annoying. That said, he's pretty soft. Maybe goes drums build. Maybe go straight for the battlefield. We'll have to see. Jeez. And I mean, he's got multiple points in Quas right now, so doesn't have to worry about it too much. But might be looking to go. Either way, bottom. Nope, they're not gonna be able to get anything. Pandemic's unable to find the AM. Is mana break. Oh, does find him now. And he gets some of his mana burnt. He need one more attack from one of these illusions, and he does. Now doesn't have enough to blink. And that's got to be tough to deal with. Nicely done from... Nicely... Oh, mid lane. Doom comes out onto the Ember Spirit. He's still alive. Oh, he gets his mana burnt. They've got a disruption to save him if they need to. They pop a positive medallion on him. He's going to be alright, though. Axe goes in with a Blink Dagger, connects on a few. Unfortunately, he seems a little slow to react. He's going to get defensively disrupted, and they're going to have to back off. Doom's out of mana. Everything's on cooldown. Ember Spirit TP's out, and he's got a Remnant down. Can come back in, but nothing come back in, too. Medusa? Still hanging out solo. PvE. What are other heroes? Has 70 CS at 10 minutes. 10:30, I guess. I don't know. Whatever you want to call that. So, an incredibly impressive laning phase for him so far, and already has that Yasha. Still standing very strong. And look to go Venge, not level 6. Can't swap the Invoker quite yet, but shortly. And Axe is being very aggressive here. Maybe looks to go Bert. Oh, not gonna. And 2 ships passing in the night. Axe unable to find the anti-mage, and anti-mage narrowly avoiding the Axe. But now they're going to see each other. We'll look to see which one wants to go. I don't think AM can really do a whole lot up against the Axe, though. He's going to have to back off and let him just farm away. He's about 1,000 gold from his Battle Fury, so he'll have it in a little bit here. A couple minutes. Depends on if he gets picked off or not. If he gets spawned out, this could be really bad for him. Any more delays on this Battle Fury, and it's going to be pretty rough. They're also probably going to lose their bottom towers, a couple creeps and a catapult on it. And I don't think they can really rotate to defend. Vengeful Spirit's now in the area as well. Another creep wave shows up. This is going to be a gone tier 1. They're rotating some heroes around like they want to go. Doom's there, throws out the Doom onto Hoff, but again, this is what I was talking about before. Oh, defensive disruption comes out. Coconut is going to bounce through. Venge eats one. Witch Doctor Ward comes out. Unfortunately, it's targeting illusions, though. Doesn't right-click focus it onto the hero he needs to. Venge does drop. They get a Hex off on a Hoff. He is still standing strong. Now, oh, Ember Spirit rotates in from the back line, has a haste turn active and going to be able to get 14. May happen taking a lot of damage. Unfortunately, this is going to be Axe death. He does go down, but Ember Spirit picks off, gets a double kill. One onto the, onto the Witch Doctor, burns all his mana, gets it all burnt. But now just kind of juking through the trees. He unfortunately does not have a Remnant down, and he's going to get his bottle charge canceled, so they're unable to do a whole lot. But now the top tier 1 taking a lot of damage. Medusa got her Aquila on and just chipping away. He's got a Ring of Health as well. Now gonna pick up that Perseverance, I imagine. Looking for, probably going for that Lincoln Sphere. Very good on Medusa. Just gives her a lot of base stats, bonus base stats to start with. The mana pool, the health, the damage, like all that stuff. So good on her. Oh, Ember Spirit goes forward. They get the call as well. That's going to be a dead Invoker. Not a lot they can do with that. Coconut's still flying through. Got a long list. He's looking for the Witch Doctor. He's going to find him with another Chains. Axe throws out the... Oh, there he goes. He slams one home. Brings home the bacon with a nice little Dunkaroo. And they're going to be able to take this tier 2. Sorry, tier 1 very easily. Just quietly chipping away at the top lane. 118 CS now. And we're going to keep pushing. Anti-Mage picks up his Battle Fury at about 13 minutes in, so not the worst timing in the world, but I mean, if you look at the net worth chart, he is fourth on the list behind all of the cores on HSE, and they do a lot more with what they've got than he does. Anti-Mage, I mean, he hits fairly hard, but he's in a very unfortunate position. And that said, I was in his position not too long ago. It wasn't great. I think they've got what they need to deal with him. Ember Spirit's almost got his Battle Fury. That's on top of Phase Boots and a bottle, though. So, and when I say he's almost got his, he's 600 away from it. Gonna have it very quickly, and gonna be able to clean up these creeps pretty easily. Light a fist through, and just keep burning away. Once he's got that, he's gonna be able to farm very quick. Not to mention the amount of like fight presence coming from him is going to be immense. So if he sleight of fists a couple heroes that are maybe called together, it's going to do an absurd amount of damage. And very nice draft coming out from HSC. Axe also picks up the Vanguard, so a little bit of extra tank coming his way as well. Maybe looks to turn into a Crimson Guard, help out against that anti-mage. But we'll have to wait and see. The Purge comes out into Mayap, and he eats the Soul Catcher as well. But so far, it doesn't look like they're going to want to go. Bird's in the area as well. Maybe they decide against it. Ember Spirit's kind of just hanging out. And everybody's going to back off. Vengeful Spirit's pushing out bottom. Anti-mage still just farming the jungle. They need to rotate onto him. They can't give him all this space, but at the same time, they are trading it for the Medusa space. So we'll see which one of these guys is able to take it away. Medusa needs to buy 4 more ultimate orbs though before she's got 3 items finished. I say that she's probably gonna go Scotty. She's also playing very scared. I'm not sure why. I guess you look at the dire map, dire vision. This is what they see right now, whereas this is where the heroes are. Both teams playing very defensively, except for these 3 that are smoked up right here. They drop a sentry, and they're looking for the anti-mage. Medusa's still hiding up top. Not too sure why. Meanwhile, these 4 sitting here smoked out. Anti-mage blinks away. Gonna blink into the bushes. Not TPing out yet. Ember Spirit. Oh, finds him. Gets him with the chain as well. The call is there. Hoff, what a play coming out from these guys. And they get a pick off on the anti-mage. Nicely done. HSE. A little bit of, I don't know what you want to call that. ESP. But nicely done. They also rotated the Medusa down. She TP to the tier 1. They want to push this as 5. Looks like she's a little tired of that. And why is the crusade got? Oh, it's going to the side shop. She must be getting her ultimate orb onto it. Or a TP scroll of her own. We'll have to see. Either way, she's gonna pew some creeps, and as 5, they're gonna be able to push this tower very quickly. I like that. Medallioning the creep that's taking the tower shots. That's fun. Is he gonna do it? He does do it again. That's good. I like that. Either way, they're going to be able to clean this up pretty easily. Sleight of Fist comes through, does a lot of damage. Tornado, only going to catch the Ember Spirit, not going to burn anyone's mana. Axe goes forward and kills the Invoker through spins alone. He's going to get disrupted as well. He was already doomed. Medusa throws out her ulti. They're going to be able to get 14. He's going to drop on the backside. Axe, he's just swinging away. He doesn't even care that he's doomed. Oh, the long-range shot gets him uphill. Unfortunately, Witch Doctor goes down. That's a 3-0. High self-esteem. They're going to be pretty happy with how they're doing right now. They did lose their crow. Not sure where that died, but either way, they're going to be okay. And they're going to just keep pushing this. Maybe, maybe not. Nope, Medusa's going to rotate top and farm away. She can pick up that ultimate orb. Almost has enough for the recipe as well. Just needs probably another 300 gold for that, and she'll have her Lincoln Sphere. Or she can go for the Mete, whichever she wants to finish first. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I imagine you go for that Lincoln's. You get a lot more out of the Lincoln's than you do the Mete finish. At least right away. You get all that extra stats and regen and stuff, so. Unless it's good. And continuing to pressure. This Shadow Demon pick has worked out very well for them. It's very nice up against the Anti-Mage, and honestly, the defensive disruptions coming out have been fantastic. Axe also doing a lot of work. He's got his Crimson Guard now as well. We'll look to see when one of these guys want to go for it, but they're going to back off. And I almost feel like standard meta killers, they went for a lineup that was too focused on killing the Medusa. Meanwhile, AM going to clean up a triple stack here. And is that a triple? Yeah, it's a triple. Fortunately, Can't drops incredibly low, down to about 50 HP. And Witch Doctor is going to be left to try and finish off this big giant lizard. He's just a Witch Doctor. Be nice. Oh, he's going to stay alive, but they get a little bit of cleanup farm there, but unfortunately not a whole lot. That not having any of that, any lifesteal or anything to deal with it. Going to have a tough time. Going to clean up these Ember Spirit illusions. Right as the Dire. A couple of them smoked. Axe and the Shadow Demon. Ember Spirit's in the area as well. Medusa got the Lincoln Sphere finished out. Running back to base to finish it. Probably going to TP mid now. We'll look to see. Ember Spirit now just going to hang out. He's doing very well for himself. Oh, they find someone. Who is it? Is that the Anti-Mage? Nope. Who was that? It was the Doombringer. He was able to blink out just in time. I didn't even see where he went. It was either way. He managed to get himself out of there. I think they might, unfortunately, have sacked this tower. We'll see how hard they want to defend. Anti-Mage has that's top. Does have a TP. Might be looking to just trade. A little bit unfortunate. Coconut's going to go through. Where's Axe? He's off to the side. Not going to go. Not just yet. Medusa's pushing in the bottom lane. And we'll see if they want to go Invoker. Oh, he's running up. Axe comes in. Oh, unfortunately, there it is. He gets the call off. Doesn't get his mana burned either. One more hit. Oh, get the Coconut comes through. Doom comes out as well. This might not be so great for high self-esteem. Mana break comes out. One more crit finishes it off the Ember Spirit. He does go down. Medusa's there. Looks to turn it. Gets a very nice Stone Gaze off. Invoker's there as well. Ember Spirit comes back with the buyback. And looking to finish it off. Invoker. He's invis. Never mind. He's going to be okay. Axe. Those are to call just in case. And Ember Spirit with the long zip forward. Unable to connect with the Doom. Now off. Oh, they're going to find the Anti-Mage. He blinks across. Still alive. Now with that buyback, they might look to push this tower. They've got the creep wave there. They've got their Deusa as well. And they're going to be able to take this. Unfortunately, Doom's on cooldown for a long time. But, oh, Doom's TPing it anyway. Pretty risky. He's going to get called. And Coconut does come through. The Tornado's there. No EMP. Hoff hexed up. And Vengeful Spirit does drop to the Earth Spike, and so does Pandamax. He goes down to the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage now looking for the Medusa. No mana for her. Axe blinks again, or calls again, but unfortunately no blink. Medusa, oh, able to get away. For now, Phase Boots and run. Too tanky to deal with, and Anti-Mage not able to get enough hits. Hoff still hanging out very aggressively. Ember Spirit looking to go in. Axe blinks forward, gets 3. Brings ones down instantly, gets off the call, and unfortunately the Tornado comes out. He's going to go down instantly. Now they're looking to turn this. The Anti-Mage with the Void, unfortunately not able to finish off the Ember Spirit. Still standing strong. Bert gets killed, brought down by the Sleight of Fist. And the Doom goes down to the Medusa. Whew! That was a very long, drawn-out engagement. Unfortunately, it results in 4 dead for standard meta killers. And doing a very good job of bringing it down. My self-esteem still standing strong. And buyback on the Doom. He's got it, but I think high self-esteem should back off here. Doom can just blink. Well, blink Doom, somebody. Ugh, he's no fun to cast. Doom can Doom. It's awful. Anyways, they're going to rotate top, and they're going to get the tower. By the way, shout out to well, how do you say that? Kaimagar? I don't know. Kaimagar, you in the Twitch chat. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. And Streetlight, is he gonna get the last hit? No, brought down by the Dire. Axe, still sitting very aggressive. They do have some vision up here, so they know where they're at. But not gonna look to go. And I think they just back off. Let Medusa finish up another item. I think she's got her, yeah, she does. She's got her Manta on the way. Let her finish that. Maybe, depends how long they want to wait. She can either pick that up and then go. Ember Spirit, is he close? He's almost got his second Battle Fury. So maybe they finish up that item. Medusa get a part or two of her Scotty kind of thing. They can sit back, take Roche. They're not in any real danger here. And the longer it goes, the better off they are. Invoker does have an Orchid now. It's going to hamper the Ember Spirit quite a bit, but it's not really going to bother Medusa as she picks up her Manta at the same time. So, Bert forced out by the Axe, and he's just having a tough time. Top net worth remaining the same. And like, look at there's the 3 cores of the Dire, then the 3 cores of the Radiant, then the 2 supports of the Dire, and then finally the 2 supports of the Radiant. So, a little bit unfortunate there, but... Oh, Ember Spirit gonna get caught out. Finger as well, Doom blown. They're using everything on him. One more chop, there it is! He goes down, dead for a long time. Off of that dieback, though. And... oh, Vengeful Spirit, what are you doing? Dying to Mud Golems, apparently. Picked up a Midas? What? Either way, gonna use it and back off. So, gearing up for the late game is the Venge. But she's got her Medallion, swap level 2, so she's a very level-dependent hero, and I mean, as strange as it is, and as greedy as it is, I think it'll be okay. Axe gonna go for the Invoker, he gets a couple spins, needs one more, there's the dunk! And he's gonna be able to pick that up. Nicely done for him. Invoker, unfortunately, just too squishy to deal with the Axe. And Axe now level 16. He's got most of his Ags as well, he's gonna have it. Clear up this jungle a little bit, and he's going to have it now. And then Invoker's going to be in a lot of trouble. Very easily brought down by the dunk. And we're going to see some Space Jam shit going on. Streetlight still farming away. Andy Mage. Nope. Bert. Gonna pick up a haste rune and look to go. Hoff. Farming away. 300, 250 away from that Ags. And I mean, once he's got an Ags, that's 650. That's half of Andy Mage's health. I believe. 625. Slightly less than half of Andy Mage's health. That is 2/3 or 3/4, if not more, than the Witch Doctor's health. Little under half of Doom's health, and jeez, Lions can get dunked from like almost full health. It's just gonna be absurd. These heroes are gonna have to be so careful. And Axe that is this far ahead this early is just so tough to deal with, especially that he's got a Crimson Guard. Like, it's not over. They've got the anti-mage. They can still split push it out. Doom, incredible late. Oh, and they're going to find the Shadow Demon. The disruption comes out. Unfortunately, who was that on? It was on an illusion, but Pandemix lives. They're not able to bring him down. The illusions of the illusion doing too much, I guess. Anti-mage gets his mana burnt and brought down. Unfortunately, Mana Void wasn't able to bring him down either. With that, I think that's going to be Roche. And Mithril Hammer coming out, so it looks like it's just going to be into the Maelstrom. Not a bad build, very much more of a fighting build, early build, and doing a lot of damage early, these guys. Pretty impressive. Ember Spirit, he's got enough for his second Claymore if he wants it, but it'll be a little bit until he can pick up and finish off the his second Battle Fury. On the other hand, Medusa, she's going to have that Maelstrom right now. There it is. Hot, still hanging out. Chains come through and got a long list. Picked up picks up an illusion rune. So maybe we'll see him do something fancy with that a little later. But Doom, they're gonna spot each other, and neither of them wants really anything to do with each other. Dusa gonna continue to farm. Shadow Demon is behind her, and one other thing too they can do is when they're pushing towers, they can make illusions of the Medusa with split shot on, and then she can come out, pop Manta right when they're pushing towers, and they'll have 5 Medusas split shotting off the towers if they want to. So impressive there. I mean, there's a lot better uses for the Shadow Demon than that, but it's just another thing. I mean, the amount of damage they do is pretty good. 60% is not bad at all. They only last for 8 seconds, but at the same time, that's 8 seconds of them hitting towers, and if they make him of the anti-mage, that's a lot of the mana break. As you can see, he's only got 1 point in it, so scared to max it as it'll do too much damage to himself. Especially if he's locked down in any way, shape, or form. But either way, Axe has that Ags now, so the Slam Jam is real. Lion's got to be careful. If he gets clipped by 1 Helix, he's going to be in dunk range. Invoker, less than... if he loses 400 health... Oh! Axe finds the Courier. And one thing some people don't realize is you can actually dunk the Courier. It's got less than the health threshold. You can dunk it. I know. It's one of those things. A lot of people didn't realize that. Don't realize that, but... That was 3,300 gold as well. What was on that? I have no idea what was on that. Probably something for anti-mage, but either way... Oh! They're going to look to go. EMP Tornado is going to land an Axe. Now out of mana. Won't be able to do this given the Slam Jam, but Invoker taking a lot of damage does go down. Lion now going to get chipped down. Witch Doctor throws out the ulti, and that's a Doom under the Dusa. Defensive Disruption comes out, but Medusa's going to be dead. They don't have anything to save her. Oh! The Mana Void brings down the Vengeful Spirit as well. Sleight of Fist, though. Drops the Lion. Invoker dead from before. Pandemic's going down. Now Anti-Mage looking to re-engage. Ember Spirit gets him with the Sleight of Chains. Axe comes in with the call. Gets the dunk off as well. And so far it's a 3-for-1 exchange. Unfortunately, they didn't have the Aegis on the Medusa. They had it on the Ember Spirit, who was sitting very far back. So a little bit of a stake there, maybe giving it to the Ember Spirit. But Ember Spirit now has his second Battle Fury if he wants it. And everything from them is on cooldown. They can be able to take this tier 3 easily. Off. Gonna be able... Oh, jeez. Takes a lot of damage. Gonna eat a chop and a coconut. Disruption comes out, the coconut bounces through, actually gets the kill. Pandemic's now in trouble. And he's going to get chased down. Ember Spirit has that Aegis, so it's not going to be a big deal if he goes down. And he's actually going to look to turn. Pandemic's still trading blows with the Witch Doctor, and he's going to TP out, and he goes down. That's going to be Aegis down. It's a full 5-man wipe. Vengeful Spirit has now respawned from the beginning of the fight. Ember Spirit, though, goes forward. They're TPing out. They figure he's already gone. And what are they doing? What? What is this? Come on, guys. Oh well. Either way, it was if they had had the Aegis on the Medusa there, it would have been easy lane of racks. Unfortunately, they didn't. They had it on the Ember Spirit, who was sitting too far back. He did use it in the end, but a little bit risky. What did she just sell? Or Aquila. Okay, so now she's going for the Scotty. Picks up the Maelstrom just for a little bit of extra push and damage, but nicely done. And they're going to keep going. Anti-Mage cleaving through some creeps. Doing pretty solid, nonetheless. And we'll look to see how they do in the bottom lane here. Bert having a good time cleaving through the creeps. What was on this crow? I imagine it was an Eagle song. It was worth 3,300. I believe that's got to be the price of an Eagle song. Yeah, it's the only thing. So it's 3,300 exactly. So unfortunately, his butterfly delayed by quite a bit, but he's got it now. He can finish it off. We'll see if he wants to. What was on it? What? I'm unsure. I'm super confused. Reaver. What was it? Oh, maybe Doom Shiva's guard. Part of it, anyway. Didn't see where he had that coming from, but either way, he's now got the Shiva, so it's not all bad. And like I said, they do have a lineup that can go very late. Doom going for that refresher orb, not opting for the Ags, but instead just wants to be able to Doom 2 heroes. And Medusa pretty tanky now, has that X ultimate orb. Doom just needs a little bit more and she'll have that Scotty, but this time I think they'll probably be a little more careful. Sit the Venge maybe a little bit further behind. Oh yeah, they put the medallion. Medusa, what are you doing? Glyph popped, but Invoker throws her tornado. EMP is going to catch on the Medusa. Burns about half her mana. She Manta Styles out. Axe goes in, calls. That's going to clean up the illusions. The Stone Gaze pops out, and they're going to clean up the tower off this. Now look to chip on the melee racks. Ember Spirit hanging on the background. Does have the 2 Battle Furies. Can look to go. And doing a fair bit of damage, but again, just slowly chipping away. And unfortunately, they're losing time. This Rax is going to be going down very quickly. A couple more right clicks. Disruption comes out. That's on to Bert. Oh, that's the Axe he's caught. He's going to get dunked. There it is. Now it's the Doom's turn. It's a Slam Jam coming out from this Axe. He's now looking for the Witch Doctor. He doesn't care. He's going to get hit by the Coconut. And can he make it a triple? He doesn't have the mana, but he made it a double dunk. And 14 now, trying to buy some time. Axe just hitting the tower. Witch Doctor's not even... Oh, man. He doesn't even know what he's doing here. Axe. Maledict not doing anything to him either. He hardly takes any damage from that. Coconut flies through, but it's just going to delay the inevitable. And they lose their top lane of Rax now. They can look to go mid. Ember Spirit did drop on the backside of that, way out there. Imagine that was the Doom that finished him off. I didn't see, unfortunately. Axe. Oh, okay, so Medusa did deny him. He was brought down by the Doom. But the Doom brought him low enough to be brought down. Off now has a plate mail of his own, so we'll see if that's an Assault Cuirass or a Shiva's Guard. I often wonder, I mean, Assault Cuirass would be maybe nice with the counter Helix, I don't know. Also, it certainly helped with their push. It let them clear through these towers a fair bit faster, as well as the racks, but I don't think it's that crucial. Medusa's got her ultimate orb. Oh, she's almost got her Scotty. She is 100 gold away from that. No, not even 50 gold away from that. She'll have that. At which point, I think it's going to be very tough for them to deal with her. Her health is going to skyrocket right now. At least her effective HP. Oh, Axe gonna find out. Does he want to go for it? Oh, that does a lot of damage to Hoff. He's not in a little trouble. Unfortunately, runs away. Oh. Runs away from the Shadow Demon. Coconut's gonna fly through. The Disruption catches, but it's a fake Anti-Mage. Pandemic's taking a lot of damage. Slow's coming out, and he's still alive. They might look to turn this. 14 taking a lot of damage. Medusa, where did she go? She's going to get her mana burn. 4 steps away. Pandemic's playing with fire. He's still in the area. On the backside, Ember Spirit rotates through, and he's going to trade blow with Bert. He does manage to get him. He's going to zip away as well. Shadow Demon does go down. The Doom drops, though, so it's not free. Swap comes out, stunned on cooldown, And Medusa's going to get him with a Scotty. That's going to be all she wrote for the Witch Doctor. Maybe not. Coconut comes through. One blocked by... Oh, nicely done. One blocked by the Medusa's Lincoln Sphere. So a couple more right clicks able to finish him off. Ice Path, or sorry, the Ice Wall was there, but it just wasn't enough. And Roche. Oh, gonna spawn really quick. Just hang out. Just hang out. But doesn't look like it's gonna matter. HSE doing very well for themselves. And gonna be pretty happy with how this is working out as well. Medusa, 1400 gold. Anti-Mage has to split push a lot more than he has been, unfortunately. He needs to try and somehow keep the lanes pushed way out. But it's so hard against Mega Creeps. I still think maybe if he had had a Vlad's, it'd be possible. It would keep his creeps alive a lot longer, as well as give him a little bit of lifesteal so he could tank the Megas. But with the second Roshan going down, doesn't really matter who they give it to. Ooh, crit stick now on the Ember. Doing pretty good. And gonna be pretty effective. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, they're gonna give it to the Deuce this time. I think that's probably the right call. I'm sure. Waiting to pull and stack this. There it is. Starts yelling at Streetlight. Streetlight figures out what's up. We'll see which one of them wants to farm that up, but either way. Leaving it away. So, put mid lane push coming. They've got Aegis, they've got Stone Gaze, they've got Ember Spirit, they've got an Axe, he's got Shiva's Guard. They are ready to go. Now, Axe is going to have a lot of mana, so if he gets burnt... Oh, the reverse all kill might be coming. Burt, they're looking for a smoke. Oh, man. Ember Spirit goes through with a big cleave. Lion drops as well. Hops on a killing spree. Doom going to go down. He gets the Doom off, but I don't think it matters at this point. Anti-Mage trying to fight. Fortunately, he can't. There, he goes down. And GG is called. Anti-Mage managed to blink away, but that's going to be GG, well played. And high self-esteem. They come out with an excellent game 2. Looked a lot stronger than they did in game 1. No kind of mid-game scariness throws or anything like that. And so, nonetheless, they look pretty strong going into that. So they're going to be happy with that, taking it 2-0 in this group stage best of 2. Standard meta killers, they got some stuff to look at. Maybe talk about their draft a little bit here. I think they were a little too worried about the Medusa, going for the Invoker, the Anti-Mage. They probably had a game plan going with their Witch Doctor Doom Lion lineup to start with, and then it seemed to get derailed very quickly by that Medusa pick. So, a little bit unfortunate for them, but nonetheless, it was a fun games to watch, and I'm sure we'll see more of these teams around in some of these other tournaments I'll be casting.